Every year, we spend the 4th of July in northern Minnesota. It's fun to travel somewhere different in the state in the middle of the summer because there'll be new birds that we don't get at home, such as the chestnut-sided warbler. We get them as they pass through during migration, but they are out along the power line looking for insects every summer morning in northern Minnesota. In the fall, their face will be all gray and their cap will turn lime green. In northern Minnesota, you can also find the black-throated green warbler all summer in tall pine trees. We also only get this warbler in the spring in the cities, but a lot of Wisconsin gets them all summer. We don't even get the black-throated blue warbler in migration, as that is also east of us, but the arrowhead of Minnesota does. The black-throated gray warbler is way west of us. July 4th is also a great time to see loons with babies in northern Minnesota. One of the pairs of loons on Pokegama Lake has a white baby, most likely leucism. We put up a hummingbird feeder at our camper for the few days that we were up there, and we were very entertained by how busy it was. Ruby-throated hummingbirds are at their busiest this time of year. Despite weighing less than a penny, they're some of the most energetic birds you'll ever watch. By July, the nesting season is in full swing. Adult hummingbirds are constantly searching for nectar and tiny insects to fuel their incredibly fast metabolism. Their wings beat around 50 times every second, allowing them to hover, fly backwards, and make lightning-fast turns that seem almost impossible. They're also important pollinators. They reach deep into flowers for nectar, and pollen sticks to their forehead and bill. When they visit the next flower, some of that pollen is transferred, helping plants reproduce. Many native wildflowers in Minnesota depend on hummingbirds and other pollinators this time of year. Despite their sweet tooth, nectar isn't their only food. They also catch tiny flying insects and spiders, which provide the protein they need, especially when raising their young. But if you ever watch a feeder, you probably notice something else. These birds don't exactly like to share. One hummingbird will often claim the feeder as its own, chasing away every other hummingbird that dares to stop for a drink. You see spectacular aerial dogfights as they zip through the trees at incredible speeds. Ironically, the defending bird often spends so much time chasing intruders that everyone, including the defender, gets less time to feed. As you can tell, I truly did spend a long time watching, and most of these photos were shot at faster than 1/8,000th of a second to freeze their tiny wings. I'm going to walk our trail here by our camper in Cohasset, Minnesota, about 1:15 in the afternoon, so it's not optimal birding time, but we're just going to see if there's any warblers or anything out, get a little bit of video. Can always hear the red-eyed vireo, but pretty hard to find them in the canopy. They do seem to call all day. Well, I did manage to find where all the noise is coming from. And let me tell you, red-eyed vireos are not an exciting bird. There's a black Burnian warbler and a black and white warbler that both seem like they must live right in this area, because I pick them up here almost every time I walk through here. Sure enough, the black Burnian warbler was still in the same spot where he was hanging out in the second week of June. And they are an exciting bird. The blaze orange is the first thing you notice when you're trying to get him in focus among the leaves. Even when the image is still blurry as the camera is struggling to find the bird among the leaves, the orange lets you know that you have him in the frame. Apparently, his buzzy song ends with a final high note. Certainly not one I can hear. Well, I was hearing the Nashville warbler, but it never came in for a look. I know there's several of them around here because I hear them on this trail all the time. He's right above me. They're definitely a canopy warbler, so I don't think there's any way to get a video of him, but he is directly above me, moving around up there. Well, one photo of the Nashville warbler, it's very tough to get him to come in range. One blurry photo of him with the worm. But I did get a nice photo of the yellow-bellied sapsucker, who also likes this area. The only other significant find for this walk was this 8-inch long red-bellied snake who was sitting on a log on the trail. This was also the day the baby swallows fledged. The parents were bringing food right until 5 minutes before the nest emptied. Again, I was reminded of how parents have been totally consumed with these chicks day and night, dive-bombing anyone who would come near the nest. And now boredom would set in for the empty nesters. Speaking of seasons ending, the post-breeding groups of Franklin's gulls gathered at the water treatment plant in Albertville to begin fueling up for their southern journey just the other day. Before Target can even get its back-to-school supplies out, the Franklin's gull is thinking about getting out of Dodge. Birds don't sweat, so these gulls spent most of their time panting to keep cool on this 90-degree day. So what is local? Many sandhill cranes. In fact, about 70,000 of them summer in Minnesota. That's impressive because there was only about 10 pairs in the whole state 75 years ago. I'll leave you with 2 cranes hanging out at the Crowhassan and some final shots of the eastern bluebird. Hopefully the next video includes mountain bluebirds because we're heading to the mountains in August. See you then.